Alright, it's day 10, so that's June 10, and that's my birthday. And as a result, I have a happy birthday pin that I got given from Disney.
Happy birthday to you.
But we also both have our first visit pins.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jacob. Happy birthday to you. Hip hip, hooray! Hip hip, hooray! Hip hip, hooray!
Wow. Okay, so that's happening today. We're off to breakfast/food, and then we're heading off to the Disney Hollywood Studios because later I'll be building a lightsaber. So that should be fun. So we'll record anything we find interesting. I think it should be good. I suspect it'll be a bit of a long day today. We'll come back as late as we can. And
as late as we can.
Well, we'll see.
Well, that's your plan, that's not my plan.
Tell you more about it later. So exciting. See you soon. Bye. So we're having our breakfast. We've stopped at the Disney something food in the middle of the All-Star Resort. We have our food here, as you can see. Now, honestly, this whole place is very high tech. In order to get a drink, you need a cup with like an RFID sensor chip at the bottom. And it won't work if you have 2 cups. It won't work if you have a normal cup. It's like very high tech.
Disney up their tech.
Yeah, and I've been looking around. It looks like people have like Disney specific models, and those ones have cups and stuff as well, like sensors as well. So very high tech breakfast. So we're having this. We'll be heading to the studios tour, and then we'll show you the rest of that later. Bye. All right, so we made it to Disney Hollywood Studios. You can see lots of things around. They're all very much themed, movie themed. All this Hollywood stuff. It's all pretty impressive, I've got to say. And I imagine that this is only the start of the rest of the park. So we'll probably try and give you some footage, I guess a bit of a time lapse or something similar, of just walking past some of the buildings and seeing what they have. So enjoy! We just came back from a ride. It was called the Star Tours, and to be honest there was nothing from the outside that indicate what it was really about, except there was Star Wars and it was like space tourism or something. The only thing that gave us an indication is there was a warning sign on the outside that said this ride contains turbulent activities, not recommended for pregnant women, whatever. Turns out we get in and it's one of those things where you sit inside the screen in front of you, put 3D glasses on, and the theater moves, but it moved very violently. Like it felt exactly like a roller coaster. You were throwing forward, throwing back.
I thought Jacob was going to sit on my lap at once.
And I really enjoyed it. I'm not normally a roller coaster person, but like that movement in that sort of space with that scenery, I think I really liked. So that was pretty impressive. Right now we're sitting down waiting for an Indiana Jones show to start. So you can see here there's lots of Indiana Jones themed like mummies and that kind of stuff. They know that Florida is very hot, so they have some huge fans, as you can see up there. to cool us down, which is great. This show is starting in about 10 minutes, so we'll be waiting for that. And then we're probably going to head over to the next thing. We're basically going to things that have the shortest queue. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Alright, see you soon. Bye. So we just finished the Indiana Jones experience stunt thing.
Spectacular.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I might edit in a bit of a clip now. Right, so as you can see, it's pretty impressive. Lots of explosions, lots of acting, lots of punching, you know, lots of that kind of thing. And they talked through as well, you know, how they do stunts, difference between stunt actors and stunt doubles and that kind of thing. So yeah, it was a pretty cool experience, and yeah, definitely worth it.
Yeah. Lots of, you definitely feel the explosions, which is the cool thing about watching stunts.
That's the stuff I've never quite understood. We're now looking at this, there's a thing called a Hyperion Theatre, I might ask a bit about that, and then just look around for other things that don't have super long queues. So yeah, keep you updated. See ya.
Buzz Lightyear to Star Command. Come in, Star Command. Why don't they answer? Woody, I need new batteries.
So we just did a couple of things. We did a Muppet 3D experience, which was surprisingly good. We did a Toy Story spinny alien ride, which was alright. And we're now heading to have some lunch. So I'm thinking maybe like pizza or something, but we'll see. Along the way, we're going to go through the Star Wars area. It looks really cool, so I'm going to get it on camera as well. But yeah, I highly recommend. Alright, so we're stopping for lunch, I guess it is. It's a bit late, it's around 3. But we went to Rizzo's Pizzeria. It's Pizza Rizzo. We both got 2 identical orders, and should pay separately. And yeah, we're going to enjoy this, then go to Galaxy's Edge and build a lightsaber. So that sounds fun. So we'll see you then. Bye.
You're here to look ahead and to build this. A lightsaber.
So as you saw, I just finished building a lightsaber. Isn't it cool? Look at the hilt. I got to pick the different parts of the hilt and build that. And I got to pick the crystal as well, or as they say, the crystal picked me. It's a little hard to see in sunlight, but it is red.
Activate! Builders, raise your sabers.
So that is what's happening with that color. So yes, and yeah, Millennium Falcon here for obvious demonstration purposes. So it was a really cool experience. Thanks Mark for coming along with me. And I'll definitely be displaying this somewhere at home. So it's fun. After the lightsaber experience, I went to try the Millennium Falcon ride, and it said a 35-minute wait time, which I was okay to wait for. But then it turns out there was a line for people who were by themselves, and Mark and I had split up at this point to try to do different rides. And I joined the line that was by myself, and actually I got in pretty much immediately. So I got pretty lucky with the Millennium Falcon ride. So I decided to come to the other Star Wars themes ride that had a much longer wait time, closer to 60 minutes. But given that I got 30 minutes off from the other one, I have the time to do this one now. So I'm okay with that. So looking forward to that, should be good. And then I'll let you know how that is afterwards. Alright, so I just finished, we just finished the Lightning McQueen training academy. There's our 2 things. which was like a big 3D display. It had like an animated, actual, physical Lightning McQueen.
That was pretty cool.
It was pretty cool. Yeah, so that was an interesting experience. But what I want to really talk about is the thing I did before that, which was the Star Wars something. But what it was, I wasn't quite sure. We basically walked in, we got talked to by some Star Wars characters with the real actors, like playing like videos and stuff. But eventually we went outside to a space, and that space was just dedicated to Star Wars. Like, it was a space that was only for that ride, and it had heaps of huge decorations. I'll probably show some here, and things that were very Star Wars specific. We then got in this transporter, and it took us to another place. Long story. We got captured by the Empire, and then we got put into an Empire base with tons and tons of stormtroopers. It's really cool, really, really cool. And then we kept on going, and then eventually we got to the actual ride, and the actual ride was a lot of fun. It was a cool ride. Like, it wasn't on rails or on tracks. I'm sure it was operated somehow, but we were just sort of moving around relatively high speed, and experiencing this chase of sorts. So right now we're standing in line for the Mickey Mouse roller coaster thing.
So I've already done this, so I can give a brief explanation of it. So you start by watching like a little short film with Mickey and Minnie starring in it, and they're Goofy's on a train. Something gets stuck in the train, and the train blows up, and the screen actually blows up, and you walk through that, and then you catch a train. What's interesting about this train is it starts as like a series of carriages, but then the carriages kind of like split up. You don't necessarily go up or down anywhere, it all stays on the same level. You do feel some vibrations and things like that, but the stuff that you see inside is actually quite spectacular. You think, like what Jacob was saying about the Star Wars one, the production value that goes into this is really cool. So I'm actually going on this for a second time with Jacob, because when I was on it, I thought there would be a point where it goes up or down, so I thought I better hold on and stop recording. So this time I'll actually be able to get a full proper video, which is good.
Alright, so that sounds really cool, so I'm looking forward to doing that. And then the next thing we have is we want to try and hit the Fantasmic show. That's at 9 PM, and then we'll be heading back to our hotel. So hopefully we'll show you some of that, and we'll see you soon. Bye! Right, so we're back at our resort. We'll probably film from here instead of our room. So yeah, we just finished a couple of things. We did the Minnie and Mickey roller coaster ride, so that was pretty cool. Quite enjoyed that. And then we went and watched Fantasmic, which is their like big fireworks show at the end, and that was pretty epic as well. They had all the Disney characters there, they had all like music, different populations, and all this kind of thing.
For any Disney fans out there, it's definitely up there.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a Disney fan, you've already come here, or you're planning to, right?
Yeah.
Like that's the goal. So we're just finishing off with some dinner and also some desserts right now.
And now that we have a cake, happy birthday
So
to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Jacob.
Is that it?
Happy birthday to you. I won't do the hit this.
Thanks.
I've embarrassed him enough today.
Apparently it's Australia only as well. Yeah, so that was a lot of fun. I'll have my birthday brownie. It's Mickey's face.
Our waffles were Mickey as well.
That's true. We're eating all the Mickey today. And they have just on-tap free hot chocolates, which is kind of cool. So I'll probably have one of those with that too. So that's a lot of fun. The plan for tomorrow is Magic Kingdom, and we decided that's probably better doing it tomorrow. And then day 3 will be Epcot and laundry. But Epcot being the main
You needed to include that?
Well, look, that's the reason. But yeah, so Magic Kingdom tomorrow. Watch out for that. Should be fun.
Say
See ya.
peeps.